Hey guys, welcome to IBK, where we talk about cars and tech. Now, is it me or does it seem like everybody owns a gaming chair? Everyone on YouTube has somewhat of a gaming chair, and I've always wondered, is it that comfortable? Is it that good to have compared to a chair like this and this? Well, what I found was pretty surprising. That's what I want to share with you. Now, before I get this along the way, I have to say that while I wanted to do a gaming chair review, I really didn't need to buy one because I was like, man, I have this nice chair. I have two nice chairs. I don't really need a third chair. So I was kind of trying to decide whether I needed it, but I want to review one. And I'm telling you, like out of nowhere, this company called Vanbowchairs emailed me and said, hey, can you review one of our gaming chairs? So I said, which one? And they sent this Healgen gaming chair, right? And I knew as soon as I sat down, as soon as I assembled it and looked at it, I knew I had to talk about it for a couple reasons. And I think this is going to help you guys decide whether a gaming chair like this is worth it. And I told that company that I'm going to give my full honest review. Doesn't matter if you guys sponsored me or not, but I'm just going to tell my fans, my audience, how it is and what you should look out for. And they were totally on board with that. So thank you very much to Vanbowchairs and for sending this chair. Now that I got that out the way, let's talk about this chair, okay? Now this goes for all gaming chairs, all right? So when we talk about gaming chairs, there's a few things that you have to keep in mind. First of all, it's engineered very differently from a regular ergonomic office chair. The way it's intended is for gaming, purely for gaming. And that means long hours of sitting and also some time to relax. So first of all, you get something that no other ergonomic chairs usually have, and that's a footrest, right? And you might wonder, is this a gimmick? Do you really need it? I think that this chair, especially for how it reclines, 155 degrees, this is definitely needed. You don't want to recline 155 degrees and have your legs dangling down there without a rest. So for the purposes of this chair, it's needed. Now, would it belong in a Herman Miller chair? I'd say no, because first of all, you don't have this kind of length. Like you're not going to use this in the office. I hope you're not leaning 155 degrees in the office while you're working, right? I don't think managers are going to be happy with that. So you don't really need it. And if you're the type who doesn't really need to relax in your chair, you don't need it either. But for a lot of casual gamers who want to rest or who wants to relax, unwind, and play with like a console, you can do everything by leaning against this chair. And that's why this is there. So that's one thing that I liked. And you definitely want to get a chair that has something like that if you're getting a gaming chair. That's what I want to say. The second thing is look at this seat, guys. Now, if you look at this seat, there's two types of chairs in this company and every gaming company. There's a chair with a cushion like this, where in the middle, there's a partition and it comes out. And then they have something without the partition. And there's two reasons why you do this. First reason why you might want to get a chair like this is if you're a person who likes to cross their legs. Now let me sit down and show you. All right, so here's me sitting down on this chair. And as you can see, the partition is right here. And what happens is some people like to actually cross their legs while they sit down, like this or like this. Doesn't matter, right? They like to do it. Now, if you're a person who crosses your legs, you have to understand that that's a poor thing to do for your ergonomics. Like it's not good for your spine. And if you definitely don't want to do it for a long time. And so if you're sitting down, the best position you want to be is 90 degrees and you want your knees kind of spread out like this. And this chair, this cushion right here actually helps you do that. So if you're the type who has a habit of crossing your legs, you might want to think about that. Okay, you might want this kind of chair. Here's the second thing about this. If you're a person who crosses your legs, this chair actually kind of helps you in another way. Since it's lifted right here. Here, so let me show you. Right here, it's lifted, right? Because it's lifted, when you cross your legs, it actually creates a cushion so that it's more comfortable to do so at the same time. Because it lifts the bottom part of your legs and it makes it more comfortable. So if you're a person who likes to cross your legs, this kind of chair kind of helps you in ergonomics and helps you prevent it at the same way. So either way, you're kind of getting the benefits. Understand what I'm saying? But let's say you're not into that, right? You always sit down pretty flat and you don't do that kind of stuff. This might become something that you don't want. In that case, you want to get something that is flat. And if you go to this website, that you can see in my descriptions below, you'll see that they have all sorts of styles, and this Healgen comes with either something like this or with a flat. And I suggest that if you're just a normal sitter, you get the flat version, and if you like to cross your legs, you could think about this as well. All right? So that's one thing, a very important thing that I want you to keep in mind whenever you're buying any gaming chairs. Second thing is, every gaming chair comes with something like this, a lumbar support. And it's a very rudimentary lumbar support. There's straps that goes behind the chair and it sits right here. Now this is very important just because every chair, whether it's a Herman Miller chair or just a regular ergo chair, these days good chairs respond to lumbar support, and this does a good job. Now this lumbar support is very interesting in that it has a on-off switch, and I don't have mine plugged in, but this can plug in to a outlet and it vibrates. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's supposed to massage you a little bit. I tried it a few times. I didn't really need it, but if you want it, that's a cool thing. Not a lot of gaming chairs, especially for this price, has an electronic vibrating lumbar. So I thought that was good. It's supposed to massage you. It has many modes. So that's a little thing, that feature of this chair that I want to bring out. So definitely get a chair that has lumbar support no matter what. All right. Now the second thing I want to talk about is usually these gaming chairs have a second pillow right here. And that's understandable because that's for your neck, right? But a chair like this doesn't have it. You want to know why? If you look at the profile of this chair, you'll see that this profile shows you it comes out a little bit forward, right? So that's a support for your neck. Now, I want to point out something very important here. And this goes for all gaming chairs. And this is probably the most important thing I want to point out. This kind of chair doesn't work if you're a super tall guy. If you're a super tall guy, like over 6'1", whatever, if you're tall, your back, your neck could actually get impeded by this guy right here. It can cause an interference with this thing sticking out. Now, if you're a little bit on the shorter side, let's say you're like 5'8" and shorter, 5'9" and shorter, this is fine because your back will probably end right here and your neck comes here, so it perfectly aligns. So that is one very, very important thing that I want you guys to listen. If anything that you get out of this video, that's the one thing that I want you to get out, is that if you're a really tall guy, this kind of chair doesn't work. What you need to do is go to the site or go to any gaming chair and get a flat back gaming chair, meaning this has to go flat back, and maybe have a pillow at the top. But it doesn't even need a pillow, it just needs to go flat back if you're a tall guy. All right, so keep that in mind. That's the most important thing. Other than that, now let's talk a little bit about the quality of this chair, right? This is the Healgen Gaming Chair, and I love the red stitching that this chair has. I don't like chairs that are orange and red and white everywhere. I kind of like darker, non-loud chairs that aren't screaming at you. And it's got this mesh right here, kind of like carbon fiber right here. And it's super comfortable. I think for this price, I like the quality, so I want to point that out. Good job on that, Healgen. And the foam on this is a little bit thicker, so also it helps with your butt for cushion. So another thing, when you're looking for a gaming chair, make sure that you get a gaming chair that has ample cushion, right? Because they're not nets like this. They're actually foam. So you want to get a chair that has good, comfortable, firm foam, and usually the thicker ones help a lot more. Okay, now let's talk about the next thing, armrests. Now, what do you find different about this armrest versus armrests like this? Simple. These armrests go inward. See? They go inward. This one does not. And that's okay because the purpose of this chair is for gaming. That means that when you're sitting on this chair, your arms are going to be on this chair for your mouse and keyboard like this. Rest your arms like this and you can use your keys, right? So that's super important. So if you're gonna game a lot in these chairs, they're very comfortable. And this extra cushion and this padding makes it so that your elbows don't hurt after a while. So that's an important thing, and I love this about this chair. One great thing about this chair is that it reclines all the way. So if you're the type who likes to recline, you can go ahead right here, lock it in, and it won't move. And you can just relax and game like this. And that's why this armrest is really good. Like if you're a gamer, your mouse is usually here and your keyboard is here for your WASD keys right here. So these are the perfect area to have your armrest and your cushion right here. And this right here, man, this is so comfortable. I love their cushion. My chairs don't have cushions, but this one, super comfortable. It's got a nice cushion, so I like that. And you just kind of relax and you can game all day. Like I can do this all day. And as I was saying about this, it reclines even further. So let's see. And at this point, I'm not even gaming. I'm pretty much sleeping or getting ready to sleep. Just throw me a blanket and I'm ready to go. So this is why a gaming chair is so different from chairs like this, and you can't expect them to have similar capabilities. There's no chair that can fit everything, guys. It's really tough to find. And this chair comes pretty close. Like I love how I can just relax. I could watch a movie with my TV, which is another thing that this kind of mode is good for, but I'm probably gonna fall asleep while I watch that movie. So there you have it. This is the benefit of owning a gaming chair that goes 155 degrees. And the way that this is built, I think this will last for a long time. And it's super comfortable, as I was saying. And I've been sitting on this for a few days now, really giving it a test, working with it. And I gotta say, it's surprising how much chair I'm getting for the price. If you go to this website below, you can see how much it's saving. And plus, if you use that code that I have, it's going to give you an extra $25 off. So I think if you're really looking for a gaming chair, you should check it out. And because for the price, this is a super well-built, comfortable, lots of features, and nice chair that you can get. Just remember what I told you. The important thing I told you is make sure that you decide what you want. If you're a person who crosses your legs, make sure that you get a cushion that is flat instead of something that comes out in the middle. Make sure that you get a flat back or anything that looks flat if you're a taller person. All right? And you should be fine after that. And overall, this chair has exceeded my expectation, and I think that's why people get a lot of gaming chairs. I think gaming chairs are popular for a reason, especially for the price. Not everyone needs a $500 chair, a $1,000 chair. That's perfectly fine. This is a perfectly capable chair. Yeah, there you go. I finally got to review a gaming chair. I think this goes for any gaming chair that you buy. Just look for those 2-3 things right here: lumbar support, your padding, and your back. Make sure it's flat. And I think other than that, you guys are good to go in choosing whatever gaming chair you want. Now, if you guys have more questions or comments, or if you have other suggestions or tips, definitely put it in the comments below. I love replying to all of you guys. Like, that's one thing I love to do. I love talking about the things I review. Okay, it's not just a one direction review. I like to talk about it. If I missed any points, let me know as well. I always try to bring it from a consumer point of view, raw, just experience. So if you like that form factor, please like and subscribe. Also, don't forget the $25 off coupon if you want to get this chair. That's going to really drastically reduce the price. So I think you guys are going to love it. Thank you guys. See you next time.